Welcome to Tech Blueprint, a window that lets you know the latest technology news in the world. Rumor has it that the Nike Chinese website recently threw out a shocking, brilliant plan. The United States should surrender to China now. Reason? China's chip self-sufficiency rate is rising, and it is about to break the 30% mark. This is not something I made up. The Japanese media reports it in black and white. Why do these data look familiar, but a little wrong? Just like the dishes your mother cooks, the taste is familiar, but the saltiness always feels a little off. After careful consideration, it turns out that the data of the Japanese media is somewhat artistic processing. 10 years ago, China's chip self-sufficiency rate was 14%. This is probably a parallel world. Before 2018, this number was only around 5%. As for now, it is conservatively estimated to be at least 35% to 40%, heading for a higher goal. So the real situation is more like this. China's chip self-sufficiency rate has indeed soared in recent years, doubling or tripling from about 5%, a true rocket speed. This is not just slogans, the data speaks. Don't you see that in 2023, the scale of China's semiconductor market will reach $179.5 billion, which is 1/3 of the world. Although the market share is large, the money we make is not so dazzling. It's like a big hotel, full of guests, but the profit is as thin as paper. Why? Because we are now mainly producing low-end and mid-end chips, and the profit is naturally not as good as those high-end products. Especially in the hot GPU chips in the field of AI, the gap between us and the international advanced level can be described as a chasm. It is no exaggeration to say that it is comparable to the gap between nuclear submarines and aerospace. So the question is, can China's chip industry overtake in the next few years? To be honest, it is very difficult. But this does not mean that China is helpless. As the saying goes, pressure is motivation. The more the United States engages in technological blockade, the more we must be self-reliant and self-reliant. External pressure is like a huge spring. The harder it is pressed, the greater the rebound force. It's like a Three Kingdoms kill without gunpowder. The United States is waving the sanction stick, trying to strangle the Chinese chip industry in the cradle. China, on the other hand, has continuously made breakthroughs under pressure and gradually improved its independent research and development capabilities. As for other countries, some choose to wait and see, while others try to survive in the cracks. Who will win this Three Kingdoms in the end? It is too early to draw a conclusion now. But one thing is certain, the rise of China's chip industry has become a force that cannot be ignored. What will it be like if China's chips are completely self-sufficient? Can the United States still wield the sanction stick as unscrupulously as it does now? How will the pattern of the global chip market change? This game has just begun. The good show is still to come. Next, let China explore in depth the challenges and opportunities facing China's chip industry. 1. Talent gap. The chip industry is a typical technology-intensive industry, and the demand for high-quality talents is very large. China currently still has a large gap in high-end chip talents. How to attract and cultivate more outstanding talents is the key to future development. What ways do you think can be used to solve this problem? 2. Technical bottleneck. In the field of high-end chip manufacturing, China still faces some technical bottlenecks, such as the independent research and development of key equipment such as lithography machines. How to break through these technical bottlenecks is an important step to achieve chip autonomy. How do you think the country and enterprises should increase investment to promote technological innovation? 3. International cooperation. In the context of globalization, international cooperation is crucial to the development of the chip industry. How should China strengthen cooperation with other countries to jointly promote the advancement of chip technology? Which countries do you think can become China's partners in the chip field? 4. Market competition. The global chip market is highly competitive. How can Chinese chip companies improve their competitiveness and win more shares in the international market? What measures do you think Chinese chip companies should take to improve product quality and brand influence? China's chip self-sufficiency rate has grown rapidly, reaching 35% to 40%, but it mainly produces mid- and low-end chips, and its high-end GPU chips are far behind the international level. China's chip industry faces challenges such as talent gap and technical bottlenecks, and needs to strengthen international cooperation to enhance its competitiveness. In the future, China's chip industry will strive to achieve greater development. These issues deserve in-depth thinking in China. I believe that with the support of national policies and the unremitting efforts of enterprises, China's chip industry will be able to overcome challenges, seize opportunities, and achieve greater development.